Dive into the world of hawksbill sea turtles, critically endangered due to habitat loss and hunting, and learn about the conservation efforts to protect these incredible creatures. Hawksbill sea turtles have been on our planet for over 100 million years, surviving multiple mass extinctions. These turtles are found in tropical waters worldwide, with a preference for coral reefs and rocky coastlines. Hawksbills are critically endangered, with their population declining by 80% over the past century due to habitat loss and hunting. Their shells are highly valued on the black market, leading to widespread poaching and illegal trade. Conservation efforts include protecting nesting sites, rehabilitating injured turtles, and promoting sustainable fishing practices. You're not alone if you remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison, but he actually died in 2013. The Mandela effect refers to a phenomenon where large groups of people remember an event or detail differently. Nelson Mandela, the former South African president, is often cited as the most prominent example of the Mandela effect. Many people claim to vividly remember Mandela dying in prison in the 1980 seconds, but he actually died in 2013. The term Mandela effect was coined by paranormal consultant Fiona Broome in 2010, who wrote about the phenomenon online. Other popular examples of the Mandela effect include misremembered movie quotes, book titles, and historical events. There is no consensus on what causes the Mandela effect, with theories ranging from parallel universes to social influence. Take a trip down memory lane with Pepsi's most iconic ad campaigns, featuring legendary celebrities like Michael Jackson, Mariah Carey, and Nicki Minaj. Pepsi's iconic ad campaigns began in the 1970 seconds, focusing on music and pop culture. The Pepsi Challenge campaign, launched in 1975, asked people to blind taste test Pepsi versus Coca-Cola. In 1983, Pepsi signed Michael Jackson, the king of pop, to a $5 million endorsement deal. The Live for Now campaign, featuring Mariah Carey and others, targeted a younger audience in the 1990 seconds. In 2012, Pepsi partnered with Nicki Minaj and others for the Live for Now mobile app campaign. Through these campaigns, Pepsi successfully appealed to new generations, becoming a cultural phenomenon. Meet Alan Turing, who designed the automatic computing engine, ACE, one of the first practical analog computers, in the 1940 seconds. Alan Turing, a British mathematician, designed the automatic computing engine, ACE, in the 1940 seconds. Turing's ACE was one of the first practical analog computers, revolutionizing calculation and simulation. The ACE used a unique approach called word-based architecture, processing information in 32-bit chunks. Turing's design was influenced by his work on code-breaking during World War II. The ACE was built at the National Physical Laboratory, where Turing worked from 1945 to 1950. Turing's pioneering work on ACE paved the way for modern computers and artificial intelligence. The longest recorded experiment was the long-term atmospheric carbon dioxide monitoring, which has been running for over 40 years, collecting data on CO2 levels in the atmosphere since 1979. The longest recorded experiment started in 1979, monitoring atmospheric CO2 levels. It's called the Long-Term Atmospheric Carbon Dioxide Monitoring Experiment. Over 40 years, it has collected data on CO2 levels from Mauna Loa, Hawaii. The experiment has recorded a 25% increase in CO2 levels since its start. This data is crucial for understanding climate change and its effects. The experiment continues to this day, providing vital information for scientists. Dive into the intriguing life of Forrest Ackerman, a science fiction fan and artist who was one of the first to popularize the genre, and explore his contributions to the development of science fiction fandom. Forrest Ackerman was a science fiction fan and artist known as the world's foremost authority on science fiction. He was one of the first fans to collect and preserve science fiction artwork and memorabilia. Ackerman's collection, called the Ackerman Collection, eventually became part of the Science Fiction and Fantasy Hall of Fame. He was a key figure in organizing science fiction conventions, including the first-ever fan convention in 1939. Ackerman's artwork and influence helped popularize science fiction, inspiring creators like Ray Bradbury and Steven Spielberg. Count down the longest home winning streaks in football history, featuring teams like Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Manchester City. The longest home winning streak in football history belongs to Barcelona, with 39 consecutive wins. Real Madrid holds the record for most home wins in a single season with 19 victories in 2011 to 2012. Manchester City's 20-game home winning streak in 2017 to 2018 was the longest in the Premier League era. The longest unbeaten home streak in football history is held by Ajax with 26 wins and 15 draws. Barcelona's home winning streak lasted from 2011 to 2013, spanning over 2 years. The top 3 longest home winning streaks in football history are all held by Spanish teams. Visit McMurdo Station, a remote research station on the southern tip of Ross Island, Antarctica, that's home to scientists and support staff for up to 1,200 people during the summer months. McMurdo Station is located on Ross Island, Antarctica, at the southern tip of the island. It's home to up to 1,200 people during summer months, making it a bustling research hub. The station is isolated, with the closest permanent settlement over 1,000 miles away. McMurdo Station relies on a unique logistical system, with cargo transported mainly by ship and plane. The research station supports scientists studying Antarctica's unique and fragile ecosystem. It's powered by a combination of solar panels, wind turbines, and diesel generators due to harsh weather. Did you know that ants like the Asian weaver ant can lift 50 times their own body weight? Ants are found on every continent except Antarctica, with over 12,000 known species worldwide. The Asian weaver ant can lift 50 times its own body weight, equivalent to a human lifting a car. Ants' incredible strength comes from their powerful mandibles and specialized body structure. Some ants, like the leafcutter ant, are farmers that harvest and cultivate their own food. Ants have been observed using tools, like rocks, to open shells and gather food. Ant colonies have been known to last for decades, with some species having a single queen that lives up to 15 years. Look back at the 2012 London Olympics, where Chinese diver Wu Mingxia was initially denied a perfect score, only to have it reinstated after a review. At the 2012 London Olympics, Chinese diver Wu Mingxia attempted a back 2.5 somersault in the women's 3 meters springboard final. Wu's dive received a surprisingly low score of 79.5, prompting an immediate protest from the Chinese team. The judging controversy centered around a miscount of Wu's degree of difficulty, which was incorrectly listed as 2.8. After a review, the judges reinstated Wu's perfect score of 84, securing her gold medal. The incident sparked debate about the transparency and fairness of the Olympic diving judging system. Wu Mingxia went on to win 5 Olympic gold medals, becoming one of China's most decorated divers.